A man's reach should always exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? That's a quote. I'm not quite sure who said it, but the message is obviously clear. We need to be able to reach out beyond our grasp. This is our impetus. This is our motivation to exceed our grasp. Because once we've grasped something, we're secure within it. We hold on to it, and often we don't want to let go. This certainly applies to us as public speakers, as presenters, as persons who put ourselves out there and take a risk, or seem to take a risk. The fact is there's no real risk at all. It's very unusual for a speaker to be stoned or have people throw something at him. There may be some verbal insults perhaps, but very few people get actually injured. So where is the risk really? There is a risk to this thing called our self-image, our ego, which likes to have a firm grasp on things. But whilst we have a firm grasp on things, we might enjoy it, and I know I do when I'm presenting, and I know I'm presenting something familiar and something I know that has worked before, and I feel good in it, certainly. But how does one improve from that point? You consolidate what you know, and you can keep on consolidating and keep getting better in that particular area. But if you want to expand, if you want to grow, that reach has to extend beyond your present grasp. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing? It's a little leap across space between what you're gripping now and what you're holding on to, what you know so well, to get onto something different. Now, there has to be motivation to do that. And quite frankly, with me, at this particular age in my life, that motivation is no longer strong. But in a young speaker who dreams big, thinks big, has big visions of what they can do with their life as a speaker, your reach must extend beyond your grasp over and over and over again as you take those little leaps forward. They often talk about steps upwards. Is it steps upwards or leaps forward? It doesn't matter which. What really matters is to be sure, as Stephen R. Covey says in his book, that your ladder is not leaning against the same wall or the wrong wall, so that when you get to the top, it's all been a mistake. So the inner guidance of what you really want to achieve has to be there within you. And you need to go within to get that feel about what you really want. Remember, fame and fortune, these things are perhaps the wrong motivators. If you want to provide a service, if you want to grow really great so that you can make others great, so that you can feel good to make others feel good, so that you can expand as a human being so that others might expand in their concepts of their lives, then of course you would probably be willing to reach beyond your grasp. Are you willing to reach beyond your grasp? Not just once, but over and over and over again. Perhaps never ending. Do you have that in you? To be the greatest speaker that you can be, the greatest influencer, the greatest persuader, the greatest person that you can be? Does your reach always extend just a little bit beyond your grasp?